the age cap, on how, and I mainly see this double standard when it's coming mainly from the men's side. You know what I'm saying? It comes from the men's side a lot, a lot. I'm seeing this um, all over the internet, all just everywhere. There's this age thing that people are talking about, making their own rules up. Well, listen, everything is opinionated. Like, a lot of shit that y'all be trying to say is not a fact, and what may work for someone else may not work for you. Now, I see a lot of things that I don't agree with, but at the same time, it is what it is. Like, I used to comment on shit like that, but and sometimes I will every now and then. You know what I'm saying? I try not to, because I try not to judge people. I try not to judge people where they find their love at, because at the end of the day, that's all we want is love. People just want to find their person. So I'm for that. You know what I'm saying? Like, black, white, it's Mexican, it doesn't matter. If that's what you like and that's what you want, then go for what you like and go for what you want. You would hear me say that a lot of my lives, because I stand on that. I believe that. Now, I want to talk about the actual age factor, right? Like, the actual, what's too low, what's too high? Well, me personally, I don't think there's a right and wrong answer to that. Whatever's your preference, that's your preference. Now, I want to get to technical, legal. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I want to start there. So first of all, in the United States, the grown age or the adult age is 18. Is 18. That is the adult age. Okay? Plain and simple. You can't call someone a P word if the person, man or woman, is 18. That's legal. That's, at the end of the day, no one could go to jail for doing that. Now, we're gonna get more deeper. Now, this is not every state, but in a lot of states, the age of consent is 17. Some states it's actually 16. Now, listen to what I'm saying. Now, I'm saying that because I'm just breaking down the legal factor. I'm not saying your grown ass should be out there trying to do it with 16 and 17-year-olds. That's not what I'm saying. But that's, at the end of the day, that's the legal part. Now, every state has their own rules, but that is the legal side of things. Now, I want to get down to the moral things. Should a grown man, 25-year-old, be having sex with a 17, 16-year-old? No, I don't agree with that. But there are laws in place to say that if that's what they choose to do, they are very well can do that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I want to reiterate, I don't necessarily agree with that, but there are laws in place for that stuff, for that type of stuff. You know what I'm saying? Which, and by meaning well, that if someone does that, in some states they won't go to jail for that. That's the reality. That's all I'm trying to say. Whether if I like it, you don't like it, or whoever. In some states, if a grown man decides he wants to do something with a 17, 18-year-old, they won't go to jail. This is legal documentation. This is legal documentation. You can look this up. This is Googleable. Okay? This is Googleable. Again, I don't agree with that. I have daughters. I don't agree with that, but these are the rules. You know what I'm saying? The legal law issues. Now, me personally, I'm 34. All right? Now, I'm 33, but I will be 34 this year. Right? I'm not going to be talking to no 18-year-old 19-year-old. I mean, because I just think mentally we're not going to be in the same, you know, I mean, when I'm like, just think about what you were doing when you were 18, 19. You know, you're probably still at your mom's house. You haven't really figured out who you are.